and our son's in Miami. So I have to be calm on the phone with him, you know, like a loving mother. I have to be happy on the TV every morning live from New York. Now look, I'm a straight shooter, pow pow. All you gotta do is Google him and you see the story. You can believe what you want, but...
Kevin Hunter obviously had good times and a chance to splurge on the things that he wanted when he was still married to Wendy Williams. Come on, many of us already know about this man's agenda in the first place. He certainly stayed with her because of the money. That is why it is somehow outrageous to hear him say and claim that he was behind Wendy's success. Wendy is pretty established and known in the industry even before he came. But now, considering that Wendy divorced him already and he is with Sharina Hudson, whom he had an affair with, and the same girl who caused their marriage to fall apart, it seems like more bad things are happening to his life. He doesn't have to say it, but whether he is truly broke or not would not change the fact that he is irrelevant. People are just talking about him because he would not leave Wendy alone and kept on including her in his statements and mess. Now that he has a little family, he must have realized that Sharina did not only wreck their marriage but also caused his downfall. He must not be as popular as Wendy before when they were still married, but people still recognized him knowing that he was Wendy Williams' husband. But right now, both of him and Sharina are not worthy any news or reports unless Wendy is in the issue as well. Karma has finally caught up with these two. Just think about all the things that they made Wendy go through. Kevin used Wendy's money for a very long time and he still even has the nerve to pressure her to pay the alimony. But before we get into that, let us talk about how Sharina and Kevin betrayed Wendy in the first place. When news broke out about Sharina being pregnant, Wendy had no hesitation to also expose everything that she knows about the affair. Apparently, Sharina was not the first girl Kevin had an affair with. But his affair with Sharina became so serious that he's still with her until now. At one point, Sharina had to pressure Kevin to divorce Wendy. Of course, Kevin was not able to do that because Wendy was the one paying the bills. She has the money and Kevin would not survive financially without Wendy's wealth. That is why he stayed with Wendy and at the same time continued having an affair with Sharina. I bet that Sharina also enjoyed being a mistress. I mean, she is a spoiled mistress anyway, and the money that Kevin was using to give Sharina the things that she wants is, of course, Wendy's money. If Kevin was smart though, he would also know that Sharina would not cause him any good. Right from the start, what they had is bad news, and they should have known that karma would be chasing them someday.
You know, he was tricking up money. She's in the passenger seat of my Rolls Royce Ferrari, and you know, I mean, really? Really? And our son's in Miami. So I have to be calm on the phone with him, you know, like a loving mother. I have to be happy on the TV every morning live from New York.
They continued their affair though, and Kevin did not only support Sharina and her business, but he also bought her a house using Wendy's money once again. It was later revealed by Wendy that this house Kevin purchased for Sharina is just a few miles away from the house where Wendy and Kevin used to live. What a complete disrespect. To think that they are still out here waiting for Wendy to continue paying them alimony is too much. But before we continue, if you love Wendy Williams and want to be updated about what is going on with her life, then make sure that you subscribe to our channel. I bet that you're also curious about how this fiasco is going to end. Don't worry, I will always keep you on the loop. But going back to our video, now that you know about how Kevin and Sharina took advantage of Wendy's money, you must also be speechless about how confident they are with what they did. Also, Wendy only talked and exposed these two when she finally decided to divorce him. She was silent about the affair, although she admitted that she knew what was going on behind her back. She just kept it to herself and never called out Kevin and Sharina for cheating on her. She then decided to hire a private investigator, and that is when she knew that Sharina was already pregnant. This must have been the last straw for her because according to her, the affair was one thing, but a baby is a whole different conversation. In one of her interviews, she also said that she does not want to be changing Pampers. She wants to be pampered. She sure knows that she can survive without Kevin because she has money to begin with. When Wendy filed for divorce, things started to be bad for Kevin. Wendy got him fired in the Wendy Williams show where he was once a producer. Wendy even announced it, saying that he left him divorced and unemployed. That was not even enough for the things that he did. Since being fired in the show, it looks like Kevin had no interest in having another decent job, because until now, he was still relying on his financial needs to Wendy. Sharina is obviously enjoying Wendy's money as well, because even though Kevin spent so much to support the businesses that she started using Wendy's money, all of that seemed to fail, so she just resorted back to extorting money from Wendy as well. How could they even support their new family using the money of the woman they betrayed? To say that they're opportunists is an understatement. This pair is surely not having the best times of their life after Wendy stopped paying them alimony. Kevin took it out to court and filed a new case against Wendy, claiming that she breached their settlement agreement by not giving him severance pay anymore. For those of you who don't know, Wendy was paying Kevin alimony every month, but recently, due to certain circumstances, Wendy is no longer giving them even a single dime. Kevin is not happy, of course. He doesn't want to work and just wants to keep on leeching off of Wendy. That is why he filed the case, but Wendy's attorney responded right away, saying that Wendy is no longer being compensated by her past show since it has been cancelled. Since then, she has not been working for any other TV shows that pay her the same amount. Kevin must have forgotten that he agreed to some terms in their settlement agreement as well. According to the document that they signed, the severance pay can be modified or completely stopped if Wendy's contract with her show got terminated. What do you think Wendy should do about this new case? I would love to know your thoughts, so comment them down below. Due to her health issues and substance abuse, Wendy had to undergo rehab. This resulted in her being absent on the filming of her show for quite a long time. Because of this, her show was cancelled and the time slot was already given to another host. Even though this must have been a sad event for her, the odds were still in her favor. This became an opportunity for her to stop paying alimony to Kevin. Now that she has the upper hand, it almost looks like Kevin is begging her for money. According to Kevin's claim, he is behind on most of his bills and he cannot even pay for his car insurance because Wendy stopped giving him the money. Additionally, he will soon face foreclosure if Wendy keeps on doing this. He even added that he has to undergo a hip surgery but does not have the money for that yet. I bet that Sharina is also getting mad at their situation because they will soon be broke if they could still not find a decent job. She must have been tired of starting another business and then watching it fail once more. It must be karma, or she's not just good with handling a business. On the other hand, many people are thinking that this is just an act of Kevin to continue getting more money from Wendy. Some say that he's not really broke because where else would he get the money to pay and retain his new high-value lawyers that will handle this new case? Well, that is possible. He would not have the confidence to hire new lawyers if he does not have enough money to pay for them. This must be his way of extorting more money from Wendy. He doesn't even have any consideration for her, knowing that she is not yet completely recovered and is taking a rest. But there's already news about Wendy's condition and many are saying that she's already better. Kevin and Sharina had better watch out because this girl's got so much to talk about to drag them down. There are even theories saying that Wendy had this planned all along. This is another plausible theory, and if it is true, then Wendy is playing her cards right because she's obviously just starting out by not giving them any money anymore. We are excited to see what will come next in this feud because Wendy is no longer giving Kevin the satisfaction he had long enjoyed even when they were still together. Also, Wendy's already getting better and we hope that this progress will continue, especially once she returns because I am sure that she has a lot to talk about this pair. Nothing would hold her back anyways. Kevin kept on doing this to her and taking credit for her success, but here he is not doing anything to support his own family. What does he want though? Does he really want Wendy to pay for him and his new family? If you thought that things would probably end when their divorce was finalized, then you are wrong because things are just starting to get juicy between these three. If Kevin is not getting tired of the acts that he kept on pulling off, then Wendy is obviously going to fight back now that she already has the advantage to take both Kevin and Sharina down. Also, can I just talk about how obsessed he is for always including Wendy in every interview that he does? He's trying to stay relevant by overusing Wendy's name and involving her in his mess, but people have seen him for what he truly is and he can no longer fool any of us. Wendy might not be perfect and have also hurt other people using her platform, but if we're gonna talk about Wendy and Kevin, then people will surely be on Wendy's side on this one. Who would even want to support Kevin if he's not even owning up to his mistakes and kept on pointing out that he was behind his ex-wife's success? This man has got to grow up and start becoming a decent dude, because if he continues with this, I do not think anyone would ever want to work with him again in this industry. Let's see if he really is as great as he claims to be. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out these videos.